Mic check 1 2 1 2. What is going on? What is going on, man? Happy Friday. Hope everybody's ready for the weekend. Not gonna waste any time. Gonna go ahead and come in here. As you could see, we do have the Points Blank Network on the screen. Points Blank Travel, the Points Blank Experience, Investing with Rob, Points Blank Clip. All four channels make up the Points Blank Network. And without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and come up in here. What is going on? What is going on, man? Again, happy Friday. I was going to talk about this last night, and I'm kind of glad I waited. Man, Rashee Rice. I live in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And before I go any further, allow me to introduce myself. Hey, welcome to the Points Blank Experience. We have a simple motto on this channel. It's more than a YouTube channel. It's an experience. And we do interviews, we do hot topics, we do real talk with Rod, several different things that we do on the channel to kind of keep it mixed up. I have other channels where I talk about points and miles and traveling for free and investing with stocks and crypto. And I wanted a channel where I could just have open reign to talk about whatever I wanted to talk about. And here we are at the Points Blank Experience. And if this is your first time here, do your boy a favor, subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up, hit that like button down below. Also hit that notification bell once you subscribe. Make sure you select all so you don't miss out on future content. And I do have a lot of content, especially interviews lined up for this channel. I'm waiting to hear back from about 3 people right now. And we have one, we just have to lock down the date. But anyway, now that y'all know who I am, let's talk about Rashee Rice. Even when I was a young man, they used to race. Racing has always been around. Street racing has always been around. I'm not saying nowhere in America do they not race on the freeway. I've never witnessed it, thank goodness. But I know when I was a young man, they used to go to one of the most isolated areas and race. I'm trying to figure out who in their right mind, regardless of what your status is, whether you're a everyday person or you're an NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball star, whether you're a celebrity, a rock star, a hip hop star, who in their right mind is going to get on a freeway such as the Central Expressway in Dallas at 6:30 p.m., and it was a Saturday, in 2 cars. I've never seen a Lamborghini SUV up close, but I have a lot of experience with the Corvette. I used to work at Chevrolet. 2 vehicle makes that, if you don't know what you're doing, can get out of control real quick. You could go 60, 65, maybe 70 in these vehicles. But when you start going 90, 100, 120, you have to be, like I always like to say, a master of your craft. You have to know what you're doing with these vehicles. And I don't know, looking at the dash cam from a pedestrian, I don't really know if they knew what they were doing. Some of those spaces, some of the tight spaces that I looked at them trying to squeeze through were impossible in a regular vehicle, not going 100 plus miles per hour. Even if you're going 70, I wouldn't have tried it. But anyway, come to find out yesterday, and I see your favorite couple, thank you for being here. We got 2 real homies in the building. I appreciate y'all for being here. Looking at the news last night, Rashee Rice's lawyer came out and said he was one of the drivers. He was driving the Lamborghini. And I got a couple of things that I have to say about that. And it's going to tie into your favorite couple's question. Let me go ahead and pull it up on the screen. Do you think he was influenced by his homeboys? That's a great question. Peer pressure is something else. But I tell you what, if I just won my first Super Bowl, I'm on an elite team to even get to the Super Bowl, and I just won my first Super Bowl, why am I going to be influenced by anybody about racing on a freeway on a Saturday evening. Now, Rice is only 23 years old, which is still relatively young. And YFC may have a good point. It was several people that was jumping out the car. Come on, man. He trying to take you, bro. He challenging you, bro. Now, what I tripped out on, if he was influenced by his homeboys, none of the people in the passenger seat or the back seats had anything to do with either vehicle. Rice, the Corvette was registered in Rice's name. And from what my understanding, the Lamborghini, he was renting it from one of those exotic rental places and was supposed to be, and this is when I started to say, oh, they may have something here. Because technically, Rice was supposed to be the only person that was driving the Lamborghini because he rented it and it is an exotic rental place. Thank goodness he got one thing right. He didn't have nobody else driving it during the race. But, I mean, you have all this going for you. $1 million contracts, Super Bowl rings, promising career, whether it's a 4-year career, a 5, 8-year career, 10-year career, which NFL, they don't usually hang around that long. A promising career, even if he got traded away from the Chiefs, he still had a promising career in the NFL, unless he suffered, God forbid, a terrible injury. Now, I tell you, and I am going to drop the link. I'm not going to ask a million times if somebody want to come up. I'm going to drop the link in case somebody do want to come up. But one question or one thing that bewildered me, that just really threw me off. Now, this happened Saturday. And I don't watch the news all day, every day, but I give my share of it sometime throughout the day to try to find out what's going on. Not once, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, not once did I hear anybody, any jurisdiction, maybe Dallas was, maybe Kansas City was, maybe somewhere in between was, but I never heard that anyone was looking for this guy. I just kept hearing no one knows where he is. We haven't heard from Rashee Rice. Did anybody go to his home in the KC area? Did anybody go looking for him in Dallas? I don't know. But I do know, if this was an average person, and I'm going to get a little deeper than an average person, an average young person, and I'm going to get a little deeper than that, an average Black person with 4 or 5 people in 2 cars that aren't cheap, racing down a freeway, they would have had APBs all over the state of Texas. You got 4 people injured, 2 went to the hospital. Thank goodness nobody was killed during this silly evolution. Thank goodness no one was killed. And from what I understand, the injuries were minor. This could have been a lot worse. So I just wonder, man, what are people thinking in 2024? I know we got the Diddy thing. This didn't start in 2024. It's just coming to the surface in 2024. I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I've been on the freeway recently. I know I've been taking a lot of surface streets. And I used to ride a motorcycle, so I kind of keep my head on a swivel anyway when I'm driving. I don't like driving behind vehicles that are taller than mine, whether it's a lifted truck, a SUV, 18-wheeler, because on a motorcycle, you're taught to not just look at the car in front of you, but look at the car in front of that car or the vehicle in front of that vehicle. So if you need to make a split-second decision, you can. So what if you're going to change a lane and you do everything right? You put your turn signal on, and you're a middle-aged person or even an elderly person, and you're taking your time, you're checking your rearview mirrors, You probably looking behind you, you're looking at the blind spot sensors. And by the time you go to change lanes, these dudes doing 100 plus miles per hour, they didn't hit you. They didn't sideswipe you. You did nothing wrong. That's one of the things that troubled me with this entire situation. The innocent people that were on the freeway coming from a dinner, possibly coming from a birthday party, coming from a family celebration, a family gathering. And you're just, what if they're in the car singing little songs, Pop Goes the Weasel, or their favorite pop or hip hop or R&B song or country song. And it go from extremely happy to what in the world just happened, just like that. Let me go ahead and look down here in these comments real quick, and I'm gonna be bouncing back and forth. What's up, Griffins? How y'all doing? We got the Griffins. We got your favorite couple in the house at the Point Blank Spring. What's going on, Rod? I hope all is well. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Joe and Christy, the twins. Little Drew. Everybody's speaking. And yeah, the wreck took place. Your favorite couple said the wreck took place close to his alma mater of SMU on 75. And from what I understand, it was less than a mile. The accident was less than a mile from where he went to college. I can't think. Now, they had these little farm roads, farm to market roads and all that in the DFW area. But I can't think of any freeway or interstate in Dallas, Fort Worth, or the Metroplex in general that's safe to race at any time of the day. And now I could understand if it was just one of his homeboys that wasn't from here driving the vehicle or decided he wanted to race another car. But yeah, your favorite couple addressed that. But Rice, now maybe he didn't have a car then, but I know he rode with somebody. Even if he rode in an Uber, he didn't just stay on the SMU campus for his entire tenure at SMU. The driving in the DFW Metroplex is crazy. I take 360, Highway 360 to get to the airport from where I live. And I think the speed limit is 60, maybe 65. And they be doing 80, 85, 90, and they ain't even racing. They trying to get wherever they going. Your boy don't even get in the fast lane. I either be in the middle lane, the second lane, or the third lane. To let everybody know I ain't in no hurry. So if you come up behind me making all this noise and blowing your horn, you're just going to be wasting energy because I ain't going no faster than I'm going. So, hey, your favorite couple said, Rod, did you see the interview of the young lady that had her son in the car during the wreck? Yeah, her car, she was very blessed, man, because that car looked like it had more damage than... She looked like she shouldn't have been as well as she was just from the damage I saw. And if I'm not mistaken, she said her son is like almost in a state of shock, like he's waking up for no reason, having a hard time sleeping. Imagine what's going through her head. She could have lost her life. She could have lost her son's life. Both lives could have been lost. And that's something that's very close to my heart. When a young child, an infant, and the baby, correct me if I'm wrong, your favorite couple, the baby looked like it may have been somewhere between 1 and 3. I know that's a gap, but when I saw the interview, she was like sitting down. The baby was sitting down in the car, I think. And to lose a child, or for that child to lose their mother, and never even really at 3 to 5, I don't remember stuff when I was 3. I remember maybe 2 things of when I was 5. And all because people are not only being careless, not only being reckless, but they're also being, what word do I want to use? Somewhere between ignorant, stupid, silly, crazy. I can come up with adjective after adjective. Yeah, the traffic is terrible in Dallas, especially on 75. And 75 is the freeway that they were on. It is, I don't even like driving on that freeway. I'm cool with 20 because I take 20 um, quite a bit. 20 is the closest interstate to me. 30, only if it's a certain time of the day, which is Interstate 30. But a lot of these other freeways, I'm not even familiar with. And if I'm not familiar with them, on 360, I take 360. But if I'm not familiar with them, then what's going on? Maybe the other dude was from SMU and from Dallas too. But I don't care how familiar you are with a freeway, it's somebody on that freeway that's not familiar with it. And again, to put innocent lives on the line, I don't care how many Super Bowls you won, I don't care what team you played for. But obviously, I don't think none of that went through his mind, because that alone would have made me say, no, dog, we're going to chill, man. We're going to cruise. We're going to show out. We might ride back by the college, if they even still do that these days. But one thing we're not about to do is race on the freeway. And now, I mean, Rice got plenty of money, but now, how do you even get around? You ain't getting around in the Vet. You ain't getting around in the Lamborghini. I think you're right. They are blessed. Yes, they are, man. I mean, and, you know, we're only talking about the 4 people that were impacted. But what about the other people that could have been impacted? What about the people that tend to panic in situations like that, like me? And I just dropped the link if anybody want to come up. What about the people that, I mean, this young man, now going back to this, you have from Saturday to Thursday, and then his first interaction with anybody, I don't know about his close circle, they didn't stop to see if anybody was okay or hurt on the freeway. They all got out. Looked like they were walking. Some people said they were running. It's hard for me to tell. And your first interaction with the general public is via social media. I know this is the time we live in, but man, I'm sorry. Maybe Rod is tripping, but I wouldn't have got no sleep from Saturday to Thursday. Maybe he was watching the news. Maybe he knew nobody died. That's the only thing I could think of, because in my mind, I would have been wondering, did I kill anybody? My only thought of them walking away or leaving the scene of the crime was being impaired. Was it maybe alcohol involved? Was it drugs involved? Because that could change your way of thinking real quick. That could make you go from, no, man, it don't make sense to be racing on the freeway on a Saturday, especially Central Expressway, especially any of them. No, dog, we're going to chill. We ain't doing that. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Now, I'm trying to figure out how they even start the race. Did one person from one car call another person on the other car in a cell phone? On a cell phone, rather? I mean, there's so much going on in 2024 that none of this stuff is making sense to me. I'm glad I'm a homebody. I mean, the day I had a doctor's appointment, I was happy to get out the house. Last weekend, I went to the outlet. Oh, I did get on the Highway 360 and 20 for like a mile. But I'm a homebody, man. I'm a homebody. So let me see your favorite couple. Thank you, your favorite couple, for being so interactive in the chat. Yes, if it wasn't for the dash camera, we wouldn't have any evidence. We would be investing in one. Or I don't know if it's invested in one. Oh, I see what you said. Your favorite couple is going to be investing in a dash cam. Not a bad investment. Not a bad investment. I mean, and just think, man. I don't know how many people ride around with dash cams, but just what are the chances that that person just happened to be there at that given moment to get everything on camera? And thank goodness this person decided to stop. This person with the dash cam was unlike the people who caused the wreck. He wanted to stop, make sure that people were okay. And then, from what I understood, he sent the footage to WFAA, which is a news station out here in Dallas, who in turn turned it over to the police. I mean, let me see something. Let me see something. I'm gonna share my screen here because Griffin said this is news to them. Let me see something here. So Griffins, just to catch y'all up, it's a Lamborghini SUV and share my screen and a Corvette. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here, and I'm gonna take down this comment for now. And there it is, Griffins. There's a picture of the Corvette. All it did was it hit a couple of vehicles, but then it hit the right side wall. And then the Lamborghini hit the center median, then hit a couple more cars. It was like playing pinball on the freeway. I mean, who? And, you know, as I go up, and I want to talk about something real quick. I'm going to share this here. And I want to talk about time. I want to talk about time real quick. So what month are we in? March? April. We're in April. This picture you see to the right is 2 months ago, ladies and gentlemen. 2 months ago. They played the Super Bowl early February. March. So you got the rest of February, all of March, beginning of April. This young man's life has been turned upside down like a pineapple cake in less than 2 months. The decisions, and y'all, I'm preaching to the choir because I'm one of them too. Thank God I made it out of my 20s and 30s and somewhat 40s. Because the decisions that we make today can wipe out a lifetime of accomplishments. And accomplishment don't mean getting rich or no award in college or no trophy or nothing like that. Accomplishment could be kids. It could be a spouse. It could be parents. It could be someone that doesn't even share your same blood that you're mentoring at the church, at the school. You make a decision and you've negated everything, just like that domino effect thing. That whole domino effect. Where one domino, which is this race, fall, and then hit another domino, and then they all just start falling. And I'm going to tell you, when we make these split-second decisions or these hasty decisions or these crazy decisions, including Rod, nobody's thinking about all that. Hey, man, we about to race on the freeway. Well, hold up, let me see who all I need to think about first. You may have a couple very special people out there that do that rationalize. But I don't know, but if there was alcohol or drugs involved, I guarantee you the only thing you're probably thinking about is the moment. I was in the Navy, man. I partied like a rock star. And the majority of my career, I lived for the moment. I used to have a motto, and yeah, it sounds crazy to me now. But in my 20s, I used to say this all the time. I'm partying. I don't need to sleep. I sleep when I'm dead. Huh? Man, I'm going to spend this money. I can't take it with me. What? What about the daughter you already have? I mean, but because I was kicking it and partying, I wasn't thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. I was thinking about the moment. So let me go up here and see what's going on. And again, I did drop the link in the comments. Like I said, I'm not going to say that a million times. Griffin said this story is new to them. Yeah, man. A lot of people haven't heard of this. It's a lot going on in the news, man. A lot. Yeah, it is crazy. And I'll tell you, man, I know a little bit about it, but I know YFC knew quite a bit about it. But I know a little bit. Meet and I, what's going on, fam? What's up? Peace to the chat. Two more members of the Alliance in the building. They're speaking to YFC and the Griffins. Everybody's speaking. He just need to play for the Cowboys at this point, man. You know, the Cowboys do have a lot of trouble, but I'm wondering, man, how many more athletes are going to do now? You know, I know for years people have said somebody got to get the memo that money ain't buying people a lot of stuff no more. Ain't no such thing as too much money. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to probably sound like the craziest thing y'all have heard all day. Johnny Brown just signed a 3-year contract worth $45 million with the Dallas Cowboys. This is going to be the craziest thing y'all probably heard all day. $45 million is not a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, when you got billionaires. You got billionaires out here that can't even get out of stuff. Now, check this out. Let me run something by you here real quick. Let me make y'all think a little bit. The more you got, the quicker it goes. The more you got, you get in trouble, the more bail bond money they want. Trump is a multimillionaire. His bonds are $175 million. Some dude bailed him out the other day. It's just like, you ever heard that saying? That when you break a $20 bill, it goes like that, or you break a $100 bill, it's going like that. When you got, what I say, 23 million, you crack that first million, you go buy you a house, you buy your mama a house, you buy you some cars that you don't even need, that you can't even drive on a regular day. And before you know it, how many pro athletes end up broke? Yet they get these contracts that people are oohing and ahhing about. Little Bobby from the hood or from the country, wherever, go shoot up a whole household, he probably ain't gonna get no bond. But you go racing up and down the freeway, or you got some secure documents in your house. Yeah, we're gonna set the bond at $10,000, $175 million, or hush money, or whatever, man. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Yeah, from Super Bowl champ to stupid decision, shaking my head. He'll always be a Super Bowl champion. I just pray the young man get out of this. He's going to have to pay some restitution. And I don't mean just money. He needs to spend quite a bit of time talking to other people. And since, you know, and I not aimed at, I want to see all people come up. Black, white, blue, green, purple. But since you didn't take the time to go check on the freeway, this is what I would do. Y'all call me crazy. You better hope I ain't never the president or the governor. Well, they ain't got that much power no more anyway. But Since he and them, all of them, didn't take time after they didn't cause all this ruckus. Yeah, I'm dating myself and letting y'all know I'm from the country. They done caused all this ruckus and crashed into 4, 5, 6 cars and didn't take the time to walk over or run over to see if these people, all right, it was enough of them. They could have split up and went to different cars. One of the things I would do, if it's jail time, it's jail time. And during your probation, you're going to roll around with the EMTs. And whenever there's an accident, you're going to be right there with them. We're going to give you a uniform and everything. We just ain't going to give you no little symbols where you'll think you're really one of us. And you're going to go and help people that are in need that have been in accidents. And I'm probably going to have you do this about 5 or 10 years. Since you couldn't take 5 or 10 minutes to do it, I'm going to have you do it for 5 or 10 years. That's what's wrong with America, man. People don't pay. People don't pay, but make the punishment in conjunction with what they did. Even if they don't get no jail time, I tell you what, you would be, I don't know how we're going to do it. We just have to take an extra car. If the ambulance is full, we're going to take an extra car. We're going to take the fire chief's truck. And we rolling up to the accident. You ain't going to help, but you're going to be there to hear everything we hear. Boy, that alone right there will scare me straight. All right. Your favorite couple say you need to pay for the war. Pop Warner team in Tampa with that childish decision. All right, your favorite couple coming with the facts. Rice's net worth in 2024 is $5 million approximately. Was he a rookie this past year? I think he was a rookie. Man, $5 million, dog. And he probably already bought a couple cribs. He already got a Corvette. He renting Lamborghinis. I hate to say it. He might not have a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of right now. The last thing I would have been doing worry about race, I need to make me some more money. Some more cheddar, some more cheese, chicken, skrilla, whatever they call it. I need to make me some more. He had no real friends. Shelton would let me race and I'm broke. You got to protect the bag. Yeah, man. You got the people that's going to be around you. If you got a real circle that's going to say, man, no, dog, you don't need to be racing if you're by yourself. Or they're going to be like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys in the Hood. Hey, Ice Cube. What was Ice Cube's name in that movie? Doughboy. Hey, Doughboy. Stop the car, man. Let me out. Y'all go on over here and do whatever y'all about to do, but let me out. I'll walk home. From the freeway, I'll walk home. There's a good 80% chance they ain't going to stop. They ain't going to let you out. But I'm going to bug them until they do. We might wreck before we get to the race. Why? Because I'm going to be talking crazy. Man, you better let me up out of here. I'm trying to open the door, put my head out the window, everything. I'm saying, man. It's sad, but they race all the time. That's why we got rid of the Charger. Young cats will always pull up to try to race. Yeah, man. Smart move. Smart move. You know, when I used to ride my Harley, man, nobody would try to race me on a Harley. But one of the I had 2 scary moments. One of them were quick and the other one was long lasting. It was like a continuous dream. Well, the one that was pretty quick, I'd be riding on 20 or the freeway, cruising, feet kicked up on my, I had a Road King Classic. Chilling, man, enjoying the breeze. And this little, they call them crotch rockers, one of them little Hayabusas or ninjas will come out, boy, scared the hell out of me. I'm like, man, why you gotta do that, dude? I mean, they probably couldn't tell my age or nothing, but do it look like I'm trying to race and I'm over here, the speed limit is 60 and I'm going 58. But I kept having this vision of hidden, like while living off 360, they got more lights now, more buildings, but it used to be dark. And when I was in my car, I'd always see a coyote. Probably every 2 days, I'd see a coyote run in front of my car. Never hit him. But I kept saying to myself, what if I hit that coyote on my bike? I'm done. Hit him in a car might get damaged or something, but I'm done. What's going on? We got Denise Joe 28105. What's going on? How you doing, Denise? Denise, have you been to one of the Points Blank Experience live stream before? If so, please, I apologize in advance. If not, please consider subscribing. I'm pretty good with remembering names, but some people switch up their names and have one channel name and go to something else. And your boy getting up there in age, so I can't see that little bitty picture. What did Dave Chappelle say? They should have never given you beeping money. Yeah. Because NFL season starting what? About this time, about May, June, July. So they sign a contract. You probably get your first check, say August during preseason. He ain't even make it a full year. Didn't even make it a full year. Now, I know they won't, but it makes me wonder, will they rethink giving all these younger people this amount of money? I doubt it, because these sports are big. They're big money. They're all big money. So friends don't let friends risk it all. Facts admitted out. Yeah, they don't, man. Friends don't let friends drive around drinking and driving, racing on a busy freeway. Okay, Denise, I see you. I'll pull it up here in a minute. She says, hey. Denise says, I've caught a few lives. Love the show. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I really appreciate that. And your favorite couple said, welcome in. Don't forget to thumbs up the live stream. And we got Warm Strong Adventures. I just recently interviewed Bill from Warm Strong Adventures on the channel this past Tuesday, a few days ago. So it is always a pleasure to see him and other people I've interviewed come back for the fever of the flavor of a Pringle, baby. I'm tripping. I got to laugh about stuff because, boy. So, man, drop this one more again. Now, I have a new motto in 2024. Once we get to the end of the comments, if I don't have nothing else to talk about, I'm not going to hang out and just keep it going and going and going and going and going. But one thing I want people to think about, let's say you're not that individual. We got 8 real homies in the building right now. Let's say you're not that individual that's out there racing. You're smarter than that. You have to be thinking for yourself and for the person that, or people that are out there making bad decisions. You have to have your head on a swivel. It's hard to drive and look at everything that's going on. But what I will say, and I know this is cliche, texting and driving, man, it can wait, because it takes a split second. I know I'm guilty of it. I'll be real with you. I'm guilty of it. I've almost ran into the back of a car texting. I only typed 2 words. Eating a cheeseburger while driving. Trying to watch a YouTube video or live stream while driving. You can't have your head on a swivel and be thinking and be prepared for the unthinkable if you're doing all this extra stuff along with driving. It's already hard enough just to drive and watch everything, but now you throwing texting and eating and trying to find a YouTube live or video, and then you got kids in the car, they're fussing and fighting. It can get overwhelming. It can get overwhelming. Because you never know, man. You know what you're doing. You know you can drive. You know you can text and drive. You know you can edit and drive. You know you can watch a video and drive. But you don't know what 100-mile-an-hour fool gonna come by you. I tell you, man, to give you, and talk about a head on a swivel, and this is a true story. Anybody that's familiar with the Dallas, the Arlington area, 28 and Cooper, by the mall. This young man was with his girlfriend and cut this guy, And middle-aged guy, probably 40-ish, maybe 50. Cut him off. The girlfriend said she didn't even realize they cut the man off, but in his world, he was cut off. So when you're on Cooper, to get on 20, you have to cross over 20, get on what they call a service road to get back on the freeway going east or west. Well, I don't think they was trying to get to the freeway because they went past where the freeway entrance was. And this was three dealerships and two other businesses away from my job. They ain't even thinking about this man no more. They done moved on, chit-chatting, laughing, going on by the day. Dude pulled up beside him, shoot the young man right there in the head. Truck went off the road, across the grass, and hit a tree. I don't know if it could have been avoided. But that's what I mean when I say have your head on a swivel. Because she might not have realized whether they cut the man off or not, because she's not driving. But 9 times out of 10, even though it could be an accident or you didn't mean to, the driver typically know if they cut somebody off. I know I have, and I'll be like, oh man, my bad. So, man, I be editing and driving. I need to chill out. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff I'm guilty of. I don't edit and drive. I can't even edit on my phone when I'm sitting down, so I know I ain't driving. But yeah, I've texted and driven. I've been on the phone. I really don't even talk on my phone and drive now. I have Bluetooth in my car. I have a speaker on my phone, but I won't do it because it's a distraction. And where I typically go, 20, if I'm going 30 minutes, man, I'm on a super duper trip. 10, 15, 20 minutes, I can call you back, man. I can call you when I get where I'm going and stop. And I still got to pay attention because it might be some fool robbing the joint I'm about to go into and come out blasting everybody in the parking lot. It's a crazy world, y'all. We need more veteran players to take the younger players under their wings. Yeah, man. But the question is, even when I was a younger player, the younger players, even when I was a young guy, you don't want to listen to the veterans. Even when I had veterans trying to tell me stuff, we don't want to listen. We think we know everything. Start smelling ourselves, as the old people used to say in the country. But then we get a wake-up call. If we're able to wake up. Hopefully that didn't go over nobody's head. We get a wake-up call even if we are afforded the opportunity and blessed enough to wake up, where we may make some changes. Media now, you almost took us out driving down to Charleston trying to edit a channel of blessed video. Man. Media now said, laugh my ass off, stop the cap, shut it. It wasn't a channel of blessing, so it was another kind of video. Oh, I can't wait to get down to this. This got to be airway. He said, I do my best editing driving. Well, you might want to get in the car, start it up, and stay in the driveway and act like you're driving. Yikes at Mead and I. Now, your favorite couple, tell us about it in the comments. Did you hear about the items they found in the car? Man, I can't wait to hear this. What, a couple guns, unregistered gun, some drug paraphernalia. I know they didn't find no Jordans or nothing like that. Maybe they did. I don't know. I'm curious to see what. I didn't hear about that. Let me see here. Hey, Warm Stroke Adventure. I just got the notification. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. And Well, that answers that question. That answers that question. Make sure y'all can see what I'm seeing here. All right. Police found 10.8 grams, less than an ounce, of marijuana in the Lamborghini that Chiefs receiver Rashee Rice was driving. According to a police report obtained by WFAA, the amount makes it a Class B misdemeanor charge in Texas. Misdemeanor, felony, warning. Who needs that in their life? Man, you're a star in the making. You have a promising career. Let's say some people don't like to say he's a star. He puts his pants on the same way I do. He has a promising career. They do drug tests, so I ain't gonna say it wasn't his. He got plenty of time. I don't know if they do random drug tests during the off season, but he got plenty of time before the regular season start or preseason. But man, I don't even want no weed in the car with me. If I ain't smoking it, it don't need to be in the car with me, and I don't smoke, so it don't need to be in the car with me. And I'm gonna be mad as hell if somebody get in the car with me. Now, if they got it on their person and they willing to go down with it and keep it in their pocket, that's on them. I ain't know they had it. I ain't searching before they got in the car. But if they take it out and throw it on my floor in my car, we done. We probably ain't gonna be homies no more. Because you didn't think enough of me. You put me in jeopardy trying to save yourself. Yeah, I just 10.8 grams of marijuana, Chiefs football playbook, and 16,500 check. Okay, so now, oh my God. The marijuana was terrible. The $16,500 check, and maybe he hadn't made it by the bank yet. But the damn playbook. So I know you ain't about. Well, this has to prove he couldn't have been gonna smoke none of marijuana because who's gonna try to study a player in their eye? Man, all I can say, just like my thumbnail said, what was he thinking? And I'm sure once this go to court, I'm a firm believer. The more people involved, the worse it get. If it's just you and your homeboy, you might stand a chance. But if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people jumping out the cars, somebody's story is gonna contradict. It ain't gonna match. It ain't gonna match. It ain't gonna match. And what's the word I'm looking for? Selfishness come into play because people don't wanna. I ain't about to get in trouble. I'm gonna tell them everything I need to know, man. I ain't going down for this. I don't play in the NFL. I don't have $5 million. I gotta go back over here with my Aunt Bessie or my mama and stay with her. I ain't got time to be going down. It get like that, y'all. It get like that. All right, unless we have a ton of comments coming in, we are at the last call. Last call for comments. Just like the club, if I don't see any comments, we're about to shut this live down, man. But I just want to give people a couple of things to think about. Everybody's talking about Rashee Rice. And yeah, I did want to, and I did. I talked about some of the mistakes he possibly made. But more importantly, what about us out there that aren't making mistakes? We're not perfect, but we're not making the mistakes or making the decisions that some of these people are making, yet we're still being affected by their decisions, and we're the victim of poor decision making. That's kind of what I wanted to put on the minds of people today. How you, me, And everybody out there can be the victim of an individual or individuals that made a piss poor decision. In this instance, thank goodness, thank God, no one was killed. Thank God, no one was seriously injured, paralyzed, in a coma. At some point, man, America's got to say enough is enough. Because the way things are in place right now, I don't think it's coming across the right way. The repercussions aren't coming across. Will they ever change the hierarchy? You know, you have your wealthy people, then your rich people, then your middle class people, then your, I don't like to use the word poor, your not so fortunate people. And the wealthy people, some of them, think they're above the law. Well, the not so fortunate or not so wealthy people think they don't stand a fighting chance if they get in trouble. And some of them don't care. They go out and do it anyway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I started this live stream by saying, do your boy a favor. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell if you're not subscribed to the channel. Make sure you select all. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit that like button. It's a 52-minute live stream. Hopefully it'll catch people's attention. I may even change the title. May not, probably won't. But if you know a young person out there, or even a person that's still thinking like a young person that ain't so young anymore, that may be able to benefit from this live stream or this video, whatever you want to call it, or the words that were said here today, whether it was from me or from the comments, please share this out. Share it with them. You just never know who can learn from information like this. Well, stay tuned because I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, dropping more knowledge, bringing you not all the latest stories. I can't even keep up with them, but bringing you as many as I can. Also, do me a favor. Let me put this up for a second. Please check out my newest channel on the Points Blank Network. I am going to read this here. Let me scroll through it, then we're going to raise up out of here. If you want to learn how to travel for free or little or no money out of your pocket, check out Points Blank Travel. You're already on the Points Blank experience right now where we talk about everything. But if you have been wanting to invest, but you had this perception you need a lot of money, do you only have $5, $10, or $20 but want to invest in stocks or crypto? You will be in the right place on my latest rebranded channel, Investing with Rod, because I am personally going to show you exactly how to do it. Subscribe to the channel. Go over there, check it out. If you like what you see, then subscribe. And there's yet to be a video, I'm sure that may change in the future, where I don't make a crypto or a stock purchase during the video. Typically $5 or $10. I don't go over there and try to show off and show out, because if I'm telling people how to invest $5 or $10, I need to do what I'm telling them or showing them that they can do. Check it out. It is a lot of fun. I recorded 3 videos a day for that channel. I've edited one. It's ready to drop, but I think I'm going to hold on till tomorrow and drop it. I still have to edit the other 2. But I can tell you right now, and this is not bragging, being braggadocious or nothing like that. It's setting yourself up. That's what it's called. I haven't worked since June 1st, 2023. Well, I've worked, but I haven't been to a job. I'm a full-time content creator now, still learning. Went through a couple of things where I wasn't even creating content. And from June 1st up until April 5th, I have yet to look for a job. I do get Navy retirement, but that's already allocated towards something else. And the way that I've been living, surviving, making, I'm not out doing a bunch of shopping. I'm not living beyond my means. I'm not eating out like I used to. I still will eat out. It's because I started investing. And the more money I made, the more I invested. But I didn't just willy-nilly go throw my money because somebody came on and said something. I did my research. Check out Investing with Rob. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee it. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Hope you have a great weekend. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Hit that thumbs up button. Share the channel out. And with all that being said, we out of here, baby. Much love to everybody. And oh man, my little computer is doing some rainbow circles over here. Here we go. It acts like it don't want to end, and I noticed that it's kind of freezing up, got me moving robotic. Peace. We out of here. And we are still alive, ladies and gentlemen. It's for some reason, it's not wanting to end a live stream. Could that be a sign? Well, we're going to end it anyway.